according to Jessica A. Scarborough, who has a bachelor's in psychology and political science from Pennsylvania State University, mental health is currently one of the most expensive healthcare issues. Hi, my name is Megan Loadman, and I'm going to be presenting on the lack of appropriate treatment that concerns mental illness. Now, did you know, as far as level of accessibility in our healthcare, only 31.4% are insured or have received treatment, 56.4% receive no treatment, and 12.2% are uninsured, according to this U.S. News and World Report. I'm disappointed by this, and I want to use 4 solutions that I believe will eradicate this issue. Now, to begin, growing up, I wasn't fully aware of the importance of mental health. I had to take physical education and health, as did all students in middle school and high school. We learned about sexual education, fitness. We only briefly would discuss mental health. So as I graduated high school and entered college, I learned a little bit about the importance of mental health by enrolling myself in some psychology classes, particularly health psychology. And in this class, we learned about stress management and how our physical health can impact our mental health and vice versa, and integrated treatment, which is something I'm going to discuss a little further on. Now, also in this class, I learned the importance of seeking therapy, and from there I decided to start seeing a therapist to help me with my effective coping mechanisms. Now, I'm aware of my privilege as far as this is concerned, for it's not always easy to get sufficient therapy depending on one's socioeconomic status, gender, race, religion. So therefore, I'm going to provide 4 solutions to help eradicate this issue. The first is an establishment of mental health courts. Now, mental health courts were designed to keep defendants with serious mental issues outside of the criminal justice system. As we see in TV and movies, some of the so-called criminals are actually just those struggling with drug addictions. So by deciding whether or not a person receives treatment or incarceration or some level of both, this can help with reoffending rates, lead to a stronger sense of morality, etc. And the second one is integrated treatment, as I mentioned earlier. Now, what that is it basically combines the treatments for physical diseases and psychiatric disorders. Some examples are acupuncture, guided therapy, music therapy, hypnosis, and aromatherapy, which is one that I particularly use whenever I'm feeling stressed or anxious. So I put a couple drops of either frankincense or lavender in my essential oil diffuser, and I let the scent take up the room, and it really just helps to clear my head and calm me down. My third solution is peer support workers. Now, this is not to be a substitution for, say, a licensed therapist or a healthcare professional, but it can help guide the process to receiving treatment, make it a little easier. So these peer support workers are those with lived experience who are helping support others dealing with a similar mental illness. It just helps to have someone to confide in, someone to relate to that has gone through something that you're going through. And my fourth and final solution is college counseling centers. Now, a lot of us are probably a little aware of college counseling centers. However, I don't believe they're heavily advertised, and a lot of people are afraid to seek counseling from different counselors and colleges. So this is of particular importance to me as a college student, you know, having that transition from, say, high school to college, from living with your parents to living in a dormitory. It can be a little scary, and you might be a little afraid to have someone to help you with time management, academic success. And by normalizing college counseling centers and making them more well known, this can help, you know, ease that transition from living at home to living on campus. Therefore, I hope that all are able to receive proper, adequate mental health treatment, regardless of your socioeconomic status, gender, sexual orientation, religion. Everyone deserves the appropriate amount of mental health treatment. And while I had the opportunity to get the help that I needed, I only hope that everyone can get the help that they need. Thank you.